Spaced out, I'm floating in a hip-hop haze, drifting through galaxies in a cosmic daze. The music guides me like a shooting star as I explore the depths both near and far. In this state of bliss, I'm free to roam, in a universe where I truly feel at home. Spaced out, lost in hip-hop's embrace, I find myself in a celestial space. With stick figures and hearts dancing in delight, I'm reminded of the power of love's pure light. In this cosmic journey where I'm truly free, hip-hop and love intertwine, my soul set free.
Hey, what's going on, folks? It is me, it is I am him. It is Space Cadet, and you are now tuned into the Spaced Out podcast. And today, we got Nasadhae in the fucking building.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? Hold on. My fucking hands are sweaty as fuck.
It's all right, bro. Big Nasadhae, you heard? Big Fetty the Great, you feel me? Feel like that. We back out here, man. We got something for you today, man.
What's going on? How you feeling today?
So, man, I'm good. I'm at peace, you know? I mean, everything, man. I can't complain, you know? Life good, minus the bullshit, you know? I mean,
as good as it can be.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the big day.
Yeah.
We're gonna just jump into that.
Jump into what? The story of me going away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going away do a little bit, you know. I gotta go away, whatever, you know what I mean. I gotta serve my time, whatever, you know. Now I'm gonna do mines on a stand up tip, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't on no sucker shit or no funny shit or nothing like that, you know what I mean? I could never, you know what I mean, compromise my, you know, my stability out here as a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a nigga gonna do his shit. I mean, but, you know, I had to cop out to a 3-year bid or whatever, drug charge joint or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? So I might be gone like 24 months or something like that, you know? Boy outside, you know what I mean? But, you know, other than that and shit like that, you know, catching cases and shit like that. Basically, the shit happened. It's like confidential informant. I can't really talk about that too much because it's a confidential informant. So that's like a like witness tampering if I was to say a name on camera and shit like that. So I'm not going to talk about that or whatever. But basically, my case, I had a confidential informant on my shit or whatever. Basically, either somebody that knew me, like, you feel what I'm saying, but didn't know me. You feel what I'm saying? Basically knew me but didn't know me and shit like that or whatever. And, you know, they pulled up or whatever and raided my house and shit like that or whatever, you know what I mean? And then after that, me trying to run away from the situation, I caught another situation in which I kind of like injured 2 police officers, you feel what I'm saying? So just running and shit like that or whatever. So going through that or whatever, you know, 2 big cases, I had to beat them and shit like that or whatever in the midst of everything in my life going the right way, you feel what I'm saying? And that's just you know, kind of like a example on how shit could just tables will turn quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be going real great, it could be going good, and then out of the blue shit will change on you, you know? Like, at the end of the day, shit, like, I never just been no crazy wild dude and shit like that. I done did some crazy shit, you know what I mean, and shit like that or whatever, but, you know, as I grew, I always grew into, like, you know, like being more positive, more focused on shit and doing the right shit, having the right path, whatever, you feel what I'm saying, righteous living and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, just doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, like take care of my kids, you know, bettering my, you feel what I'm saying, I got a degree, you know, I got 2 degrees and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, like, I ain't no, you know what I'm saying, average Joe out here, average street cat, you know what I'm saying, but, like, you know, my aura and basically, I guess the perception I perceive to people, whatever, is like, you know what I'm saying, it's like, oh, he a street dude, he just a super goon or something like that. And it ain't that. I'm really a player. I mean, really a good dude or whatever, you know. But, you know, we make mistakes in life and stuff like that or whatever. So, you know, like, so with that being said, I gotta go pay my time, pay my dues to society, basically, you know. Yeah, basically, without trying to incriminate myself or whatever, because I did, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's still a way where I could, you know what I mean, they could take shit off the, you know, off the record or whatever and try to slay me still. So it's like,
right.
I can't let that happen. So with certain things like that, I can't speak about, but what I could speak about or whatever, like the nature of what happened on the second behalf of the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I went to New York. You know what I'm saying? I went to New York or whatever with my boy Stiz. Yo, free my boy Stiz and shit like that too off that thing. For me, free Stiz, you heard? I mean, one of the nicest niggas in the town. Facts. So out there, that day turned into like that was like a crazy day, a magical day, man, a historic day for real, honestly. Right? So we go out there, we drive out there, whatever, boom. I mean, so we go straight to Queens, whatever. He going to meet somebody for Shade 45, whatever. He had like a what's the dude name? Damn. What's his name? I'm a Dez or something like that from Shade 45. He be doing damn. What's my man name? Huh? Punchline Academy. Yeah. So we went to Punchline Academy one day. So we wasn't supposed to be there until like 8 o'clock though. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we there. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We in the middle of Queens and shit, you heard? So boom, so we wandering around New York City, whatever. We went from Queens, end up in East New York. We end up going to Akiway. End up meeting Glorilla out of the blue. None of that was planned. We never planned to go to Akiway. We actually met Akiway, did footage in Akiway. You know what I'm saying? That's big for our artists too. I'll shout that out. Yo, if you're an artist or whatever, and from Buffalo, New York, go travel yourself to East New York, and go to Akiway. Hopefully you go meet Ra, the real Aki in there, putting it together. And you might have to pay him. And we ain't pay him though. I ain't paying him. We did that just off the iron, whatever, because he was feeling our energy or whatever. It's like 9 times out of 10, majority of the artists and stars that come in there, he don't even be knowing. Now when you watch Akiway, his little joints, whatever, on the joint, you be having Eli Manning in there, Michael Strahan and all that. You feel what I'm saying? They had Glorilla in there. They had Mike Vick in there. They had, you know what I mean? Like we having top stars or whatever, Kai Cenat and shit like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like word. So it's like we ended up going to Akiway and shit, you know what I mean? There, footage there, whatever. That shit was funny as hell. That shit was funny. So while we there, Glorilla pull up. And who the fuck, like, well, we don't know it's Glorilla and shit like that. He don't even know who it is. He's like 9 times out of 10, I don't be knowing who the stars is. I don't know who these people be. They just come here and get the food. And they like how, you know what I mean? Like Akiway, you go to Akiway, you gonna put whatever you want on a sandwich or a motherfucking beef patty bun or a cocoa bread bun, and that's that. And it's the Akiway, so he gonna put some breakfast in it and all the breakfast food with it and all that shit. That shit crazy, but it be fire though. Boom. So he like shit. Asked the security, So he like, yo, who is that? He like, that's Glorilla. I'm like, Glorilla, but we gotta go to Shade 45. I'm like, damn. Back in my head, I got this merch in the truck. Heard? I'm like, man, fuck it. Let me go get this merch and shit like that. And see, the security let me, holla at her or whatever. You know what I mean? So boom, go get the merch. I grab it. Pull up on Glorilla. And shit like that or whatever, right? She jacking me though. She jacking me, bro. That shit was funny as hell. That shit was crazy, bro. She jacking me. She bedroom eyes in me and shit. I'm like, this Glorilla, bro. But at the back of my head, I'm like, man, you know what I mean? The security nigga, he kind of like hated on me and shit like that. I did the little video or shit like that. She grabbed the merch or whatever. You know what I mean? That shit was funny as hell. Well, EJ tapped my hand off her arm and shit. I'm like, yo, EJ hated on me and shit. I'm like, But like, she was jacking it and shit like that. But like, that shit was like big to me. Like, I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna front. Like, So we left there, zoomed all the way back to Queens or whatever. So mind you, Stiz was supposed to do a joint, a joint with them and shit like that, whatever. And there was supposed to be 2 other artists there, but they never pulled up. So it's just me and my boy Mello and shit like that, whatever. Shout out my boy Mello too, that ass, whatever. Boom. So we in this joint or whatever. He like, shit, them 2 joints ain't come. Y'all 2 artists? We look at each other, hell yeah. He like, shit, y'all, yeah, if y'all got bars for this joint, we gonna play this joint until y'all get it. Y'all hop on here, man, y'all gonna be on the radio. Word? You gonna be on the radio, live though. Oh, this live. Yeah, it's live. So when I'm recording, you know what I'm saying? You can't have your phone. I'm like, I bet. You feel what I'm saying? Go on the joint or whatever. I do a couple drinks that I remembered off cap. I mean, whatever, boom. Man, we on the radio, that ass, live though. Telling you, I'm like, how many people listen? He's like 986 million people or some shit like that, or something like that, or it's close to millions or something like that. 986,000, or it was something like that. 986 was the number though. That ass, I'm like, that many people? Like, yeah, bro, this is the radio. Like, this is Sirius XM. That ass. So a lot of people listening to you right now. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. We on the radio. Oh, that was just crazy. So, on the way back or whatever, I'm just feeling good or whatever, just in the third. They like, yo, we gonna re-air it on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever day it was, or whatever it is, either Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, right? Boom. So they re-aired it or whatever, boom. I went and met up with City Boy and shit like that or whatever, boom. Me personally, I should have went home, right? I should have went home and shit like that, you know what I mean? So that day come, I should have went home. I went and seen City Boy. When I left City Boy, I should have went home. Feel me? I shouldn't have just, feel what I'm saying? I'm out running around, do what I do and shit like that or whatever. My little wig wags, my little, ones and twos or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. So long story short, I end up in the car with a young lady. I would rather not say her name or shit like that over here, boom. And out of the blue, me not knowing that the police is after me. You feel what I'm saying? Pull up on my car. When they pull up on my car, they wildin'. Get out the car. Getting out no car. What's going on? What's going on? Like, what you want? You feel what I'm saying? So, boom, boom, long story short, I refuse to get out the car and shit like that or whatever. They pull the gun out. They pull a gun out or whatever. I pull off. You know what I'm saying? I end up in yards and shit. Like, I drove my car. When I drove the truck or whatever, I drove the car, woo woo, and like damn near ran over a gate, like some Deuce Hags and shit. You heard? That shit was crazy. Like, I can't make this shit up. You heard? I promise you. They get that. They got the body cam and shit like that. I promise you that. That motherfucker, I'm telling you, that shit gonna go on the movie somewhere. I promise you that shit. They gonna use that shit. No, I ain't gonna front. That motherfucker went over a gate. Boom. Kept going and shit like that, So ultimately, I ended up hurting 2 police officers in an act or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? So on top of the shit that I was already running from, you feel what I'm saying? I got that shit. So, in the car, whatever, this and the third, get me out the car finally and shit like that over. They rip my chain off and throw it. They beat me up and shit like that, rip my chain off, throw it and all that crazy shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I'm thinking my shit's still back there, still out there and all that. Nah, we don't see no chain. So, I go to jail, no chain, no nothing. I'm like, damn, where my shit at? You heard? Stuck in jail or shit like that, end up going to jail, whatever, get a bail. I post bail. They still ain't let me out because I got the other shit going on with this shit that I was running from. Boom. So I end up going to court and they end up letting me out. So I end up getting out. Now I'm on bail. I'm out on bail. You know what I mean? So, I got to go out, get lawyers and shit like that, whatever, all this shit, man. This shit crazy. So when I first talked to a person or whatever, first thing she did was look my name up on Google and shit, right? So when she looked my name up or whatever, the first thing that pop up is my rap name. Word, that's crazy, right? Why is my government name hooked to my rap name? It's crazy. I wouldn't know because it's total different, right? But like, boom. So she like, I don't know what this is. I'm looking. I'm not telling her like that's really me though. You feel what I'm saying? But like, all right, whatever. Boom. So she scroll up or whatever. She see like 5 news clips. It got my name on it. It say, it say Buffalo man, this and the third, injured cops and this and the third and all that, whatever. I'm on the news, whatever. So off that, whatever, she went off that and told me 40,000, 40,000 for to represent me and shit. But like, yeah, nah, I don't know what the fuck you think. I don't know who you think you is, you know what I mean? But I ain't paying no 40,000 and shit like that. She tried to tell me 20 for both cases. That's not gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? So, you put your ears to the streets and stuff like, you go, you do your shit. People that go through shit or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? And they got lawyers or whatever. They had lawyers or whatever, good lawyers or whatever lawyers. So I'm telling people like, man, I ain't gonna front for this shit. I need a dog. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody that's really gonna be there and spank this case. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care how much money it's gonna take. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta get off this case, bro. Because at the end of the day, what I'm looking at 3 counts of 6, 2 counts of 3, which they would wrap that all up into one or whatever. But like when I'm calling these lawyers or whatever, and they talking to me, they talking about you gonna do 9 years right now. I'm not doing no 9 years right now. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. I never snitch on a nigga, or tell on a nigga get a lesser charge, but I'm not doing no 9 years. So what we doing? We gonna fight this joint, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not copping out to no 9 years. That's just dumb. And pay you? I can go do that myself. I sit in front of the judge myself and get that time. You know what I'm saying? If I want to blow my roof off, I do it myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. So it's like, we on the hunt to look for a lawyer, shit like that or whatever. So, we gotta deal with shit like that. We gotta do all this crazy shit. I mean, man, I'm talking about, and it's hard though, cause it's like when you got money in hand, it's like they gonna be hungry for it. They want it. So they gonna try to tell you anything. This in the third year. I told you 9, but I probably can get you 8, probably get you 7. I'm not hearing none of that, man. Get this shit off me, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like point blank period. Like, cause I knew that with the situation with the other charge or whatever, it's like it was a confidential informant. Basically, it's a nigga that didn't really know me, but he knew me. You know what I'm saying? I got the paperwork, which I can't disclose it because, like I said, it's still witness tampering. Me even talking about this could be witness tampering, right here. But basically, whoever it was, they sat in front of the people and they had pictures out of me, pointing me out like I was in jail with him or something, or whatever, or I know him. I know about him. I follow him, type shit or whatever. Being the fact that reason why it says confidential informant on my paperwork is because this man is still active right now to this day. You know what I'm saying? To this very minute, right now. When I go in, he's still gonna be out here picking y'all up. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be out here doing whatever he do. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. So watch out here. You know what I'm saying? Watch your homie, watch whoever, yo. You know what I mean? For real. Me personally, I'd rather not say who. You know what I mean? Because I already know what's gonna happen after or whatever. So boom. So just gonna leave it at that or whatever. But like at the same time, it's like I know that I'm being targeted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling my lawyer, like, yo, I ain't gonna front. This could be beat. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah. So this is when I get my lawyer. I actually get my lawyer, actually kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like you gotta go through that first. You gotta shuffle through lawyers. And I'm calling the big names. Jessica Colpitt. I'm calling Herb Greenman. I'm calling all the big boys that's gonna come and that's known for spanking cases and all that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like I'm just getting bad vibes. Like, nah, y'all looking at me as a motherfucker. Like, you dead wrong. And it's like I don't care what you say. You tell me anyway. I'm your lawyer. I'm not gonna tell them that you wrong, but you look guilty to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like no real reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's like whatever. All right, cool. So, I'm just running around or whatever, talking and chatting or whatever with people, or whatever, talking about my situation. People know you. They know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Especially people that care about you, people that love you and all that or whatever, they gonna tap in with you. Yo, what's going on? What happened with that? This and third. So, you gotta run around, even though as embarrassing it is, you still gotta go and tell your story all the time and shit like that. You can't, you feel what I'm saying? Because while you trying to keep everything in the dark and be secretive, you looking funny like, all right, bro, I know you just did some craziness and you out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people that don't go to jail, it's always a motherfucker that never been in jail that's quick to call a motherfucker a rat or some shit like that, or, oh, he moving funny. I don't know, because you never really been through that system. You don't even know how it works and shit like that or whatever. So everything's funny to you. You feel what I'm saying? Everything's weird and, oh, I don't know to you or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But, paperwork, and all that or whatever, it's a must. You know what I'm saying? So, people pulling up on people, whatever, this and the third. They like, yo, this and the third. So, my brother, Pooh Man, whatever, shout out Pooh Man or whatever too. Shout out my boy Pooh Man or whatever, the God. We got we got the Born Now Allah School in Buffalo now too. I'm the first 9 born, you feel what I'm saying, of Buffalo. So, you know, tap in with that, go get that knowledge, go get, you know what I'm saying, get into the culture, what we into, whatever. But, you know, long story short, he was like, yo, you might as well have to go get Nick, man. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like who? Like, nah, man. I'm like, you feel what I'm saying? I never heard of him. He like, nah, my lawyer, he official. He official. He spank cases. He don't go fucking around. He spank these joints and shit like that. I mean, so like, word, you be good or you go get him. I mean, that's your best bet. Cause I promise you, he gonna dissect that joint. I'm like, nah, I don't know. He like, bro, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Cause he's like, you know what's good about Nick? I said, what? He said, he don't fuck with rats. I said, what? He don't fuck with no rats. If you snitching, he not gonna take your case. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that sound good. You feel me? Like, whatever, nigga. Like, that sound good, but like, all right, whatever. So, boom. I end up contacting him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he telling me, oh, yeah, this dude, he knocked down these cases, that case, this case, that case, or whatever. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. And I end up getting him. And he ended up getting me a short amount of time. I was looking at, if I'd have went to trial on blue, you know what I'm saying? The minimum they'd have gave me was 25. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have probably got like some max B numbers and some shit like that or whatever, because I went to trial playing with them and shit like that or whatever. So at the same time, the reason why I did take a plea is because I knew that, well, he made me understand that basically you got to sell out in Lackawanna. You know what I'm saying? They don't use audio and video. You know what I'm saying? They just take document. So that's hard to, I mean, so whatever is done is in document. So they can't prove they false. They can prove when they wrong at. You know what I'm saying? So those is hard to beat. You gotta sell. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. So it's like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He like, shit, but what I can do, get you the best and the lowest for you. I'm a felon, you know. I've been in trouble all my life. So it's like, you know, yeah, I'm clean. I've been cleaned it up or whatever, but my past, in this very situation, my past is fucking me over. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really the fact that I just did all of this, because it could be a 21-year-old young dude go do the same thing. He ain't gonna be looking at them type of numbers. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be looking at no 25 for this or nothing like that, or none of that, or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I was looking at crazy numbers because these is high class felonies. You feel what I'm saying? All these is, and it's like you got multiple of them, dog. Like you don't just got one or two. Like you got like 6 felonies on this one case. Then you got 5 more on this one. Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like, yeah, and you already a felon. So it's like, bro, you're going to jail. You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, I just wasn't jacking it. Like, I ain't trying to go nowhere and anything like that, whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. So he ended up working up a deal for me or whatever, to the point that I got 3. You know what I mean? So I'll be going for 3 years, whatever, you know what I mean? But it's a drug case. So, you know, I fuck around, get, I mean, program, probably end up doing like 16 months or something, 18 months or something like that. Ultimately, the most I'm gonna do is 24 months. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with drug charges, you only do 65% of your time and shit like that. So I'm just gonna wrap that up right there before we get anything further. I talk too much about anything else, whatever. We can get into something else though. But I just want
to. You did good things in life. You still try to make better, but you did still fall to the streets.
Right.
So what led to that? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm Trench baby, bro. I was born in this. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't choose it. It's like it's chose me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like this is what it came from. You know what I mean? For real. I come from, bro, crackheads, drug dealers, killers, pimps, hoes. That's where I come from, bro. Dead eyes. Buffalo, New York, bro. 716, born and raised, bro. This is where I've been majority of my life, bro. Yeah, I lived at the places and shit like that, where I done been places and shit like that, but this is where I've been. And bro, I've been like, bro, like me growing up in Buffalo, it's crazy, you know, like it's the regular Buffalo story. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody went through their shit. Everybody was fucked up. Everybody had their little, you know, like for real. I ain't here to sell that story or nothing like that, but it's just like, you know, shit, basically trench life, man. Like for real, for real. All I'm saying, I grew up, I was fascinated by the hustler. I was fascinated by the baller. You know what I'm saying? Like my role models was niggas that was murdering people. You know what I'm saying? Doing bad. Cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna say like this, only reason why is that is because at that point in time of living out here, that's what was cool. The grinding dude was cool. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was selling drugs was cool. That's the cool dude. He coming through fly all the time. He pulling up good whip. He got a bad bitch. He got the chain on crazy. He dressing the latest. So I'm in that mindset. Like I ain't gonna front. I want that. You feel what I'm saying? I always was smart. Always was sharp as hell, whatever. But it's like something was pulling me to that. Like this what I want. I ain't gonna front. That's what I like. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I always looked up to, I don't know, I guess the criminal. And it's like, it's fucked up, whatever. But when you grow up or whatever, you still gravitate to the best thing for you. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I figured out like, yeah, that's hot. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here robbing because if you rob a person, ultimately you're gonna kill a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't really into all that. I'm too smooth for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I get my couple dollars and shit like that, but it's like, it gotta be more. You know what I'm saying? So me, I had to catch that early. Still in all, I still was wilding out, doing crazy shit young. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I kind of switched up and switched my game up late, kind of. You feel what I'm saying? By the time I was in my like mid 20s, you feel what I'm saying? I was already on my way up north already. You feel what I'm saying? I was already on the way to prison. Before that, I was in and out of jail. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, like what they call me, career criminal. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a predicate. I'm not a recidivist, but I'm still career criminal. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, you've been doing this shit since you was a kid, bro. Like, and you're grown now, and you're doing it still. Like, for saying they like when the system look at you, they don't see no good on you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why, like, you gotta put your feet out here and put your hands out here. You gotta shake hands. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be out here. You gotta put your face out here in a good, positive sense. Because once you do something bad, that's all they see. They don't see you did this. They don't see you did a toy drive for the kids on Christmas. They ain't see you gave back jackets to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't see none of that. All they see is bad. Oh, this dude did this, he do this, and then you do something crazy. Oh, they stamp you with that. So it's like, my point of being here is to make people really like change their life with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get no positive out of negative. You know what I'm saying? All negatives bring nothing but negatives. You know what I'm saying? Negativity. We ain't here for that. We here to build and grow. You know what I'm saying? We here to rebuild and grow. Build and destroy. We got to destroy the bad and build positive. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, that's when I'm on or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? But like me growing up, my adolescent, it's like, honestly, bro, growing up in Buffalo is funny as hell, because it's like, honestly, it ain't just you out here, or I'm out here this and the third, like, because it's like, I was young and I was doing certain things, and I'm thinking I'm the only one doing it this young. Like, well, I'm the only one selling weed and doing this, thugging and bugging and this and the third. You go to high school, you like, everybody doing this. All these boys, like, I'm talking about, they all over, like, Buffalo, New York is like melting pot for just hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hustle. Everybody get a couple dollars out here. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody do their little shit out here. Everybody then did some wicked shit, some grimy shit, because that's that era. It was the era where it was a lot of robberies. There was a lot of crazy shit going on. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that was cool, but that's just what was going on. Feel me? Like that's the shit that motherfuckers was, I mean, like motherfuckers are, like, I remember where before it turned to gun work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I remember where it turned, it wasn't just guns and niggas just running around here. Like these young boys now, they got 30s, You know what I'm saying? they got buttons and shit. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't had that. We had a little Deuce 5. Little Deuce 5. You would be lucky having 357 or something like that, 380 or something. Little 9 or something.
Yeah,
Niggas was running around with rifles, you heard?
Yeah.
Do your homework, you heard? Do your homework.
Shotguns.
Long leg Larry, I was running around with the sawed off and shit like that. My shit going to parties, G. Swear to God, it's no cap in my rap, you heard? For real, crazy.
And you could tell they limp. Like, you be like,
yeah.
My parents be driving, and we're driving down like Detroit, and you see somebody walking, and you're like, as a kid, I was like, the fuck is he walking like that for?
Yeah, he got the biscuit and he got
my mom and dad are like sitting there talking about something, and like as a kid, I'm not clicking because like I wasn't into any of that. Like I had a strict ass dad. My dad would have beat the fuck out of me.
But like I ain't gonna front, right? I was type of good kid still. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't out really smoking too much. I was really an athlete. Anybody tell you that shit? Me growing up, I was an athlete. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I know kids that was worse than me. You know what I mean, I was bad as hell. Don't worry. I definitely was into trouble and into shit, but I wasn't as bad as my friends. My friends was crazy as hell, like deranged niggas though. You feel me? Deranged people, right? So like, they running around and, you know what I mean? And I'm just really, you know what I mean? Honestly, I probably had to say that as a child, I probably was a follower, you feel what I'm saying? But like, first I was an athlete though. I wasn't really always with the crazy crowd and shit like that. I really don't really know what clicked. Like I said, I always looked up to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Motherfucker that kind of was doing like the wrong shit for real. It just looked it raw. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I guess it just looked it sweet to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I never could look up to Hove. I don't know Hove. You feel what I'm saying? I know Unc though. I know Unc gonna pull up with this 600 Benz and give me $50 every time I see him. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know no Nas or nothing like that. I don't know, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know Michael Jordan and shit like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So my thing was, I liked it the villain. I liked it you know what I mean? Feel me?
I was the same I feel like growing up, because I grew up right on South Division in Jefferson. Like my dad was super strict. Like imagine a drug dealer coming on to give you money and your dad come out the door and it's like, nah, my kids are good.
Yeah.
Like type shit. My dad would tell you,
this is our family. like damn near my dad is the drug dealer. My uncle is the drug dealer. Your situation is different. Like, nah, I ain't going for that. Your pops not going for that, which is good. I mean, I commend him for that. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what
my pops was like that to a certain extent. My pops was strict to a certain extent though, but still in all, my pops gave it to the room to the point like that he's got to be a man. He got to learn somehow. If he ain't gonna learn from me, he's gonna learn the worst way. So he always used to like you know what I'm saying, bring me in and shit like that over and let me know like, yo, I ain't gonna front. I ain't mad at you if you did this. I ain't mad at you if you did that. If you do this, I'm gonna show you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like the first people to put guns in my hands is my uncle. The first person to put drugs in my hand is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the same time, this is like Buffalo, New York, bro, that's second breath. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Not saying that you have to. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to do it, though.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I got friends that's nothing like me, bro. And I love them, though, bro. And I always keep them away from that, I mean, certain shit or whatever. Anybody tell you that, like, yo, I ain't gonna front, dude, to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for real, we'll never mix you into no crazy shit, knowing that you ain't got no business being over here like that. You feel what I'm saying? Point blank period. But we still cool. You still my mans. I never go, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, back in the day, they used to victimize y'all. Like not y'all, but like, you know, like people that's like, you feel what I'm saying? Like straight and narrow and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And which is really nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? But they used to try to attack y'all and try to do, you know what I mean? Do crazy shit to y'all, whatever.
No, I feel exactly what you mean. Like, as a kid, they'd be like, "Oh, you soft." Like,
yeah, but like,
I live in the hood, but I don't do everything you do.
Right.
No, it's because my dad gonna beat the fuck out of me.
Right.
Like,
so you
literally beat the fuck out of me.
Right.
If I do anything wrong, but he's trying to protect me because he knows, like, my dad grew up on Detroit Street.
Yeah.
Like he knows like everything that's going on.
Protected
He
you.
never.
Right.
My dad's never been to jail before he passed. He never did anything before he passed.
But that's the piece behind that, because at the end of the day, that's what young men need. Period.
Yeah.
You need that father figure. You need that. Like all kids need their father. Even the young ladies, they need their dad. Boys need their dad more. You feel what I'm saying? Because the mother, no matter, I don't care what you say, a mother can't raise her son to be a man. She don't know how to be a man. How can you teach him how to be a man? You're not a man. You feel what I'm saying? You know what to expect from a man, but you not a man. You don't know how to, you feel what I'm saying, what a man go through.
And if
like
you
that.
see, like the single moms, even in TV shows and movies,
Right.
they always bringing them to a man to like handle them.
Right.
So you need a father figure.
Right. Always father
Yeah.
attack is always, and I mean, that's always, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, whatever, you know? Like, father gotta be involved. So from here, that's why I'm like top-notch father, whatever, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't the best father or nothing like that or whatever, but far from the worst. Way far from the worst. I take care of all my kids, whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Like, word, point blank period, I'm talking about Disneyland, all that, like, whole nine. My kids is spoiled as hell, you feel what I'm saying? Like, point blank period. Like I said, I was a bad kid, but I just wasn't terrible, you feel what I'm saying? Like dead ass. Like I said, I was an athlete, my nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I was doing the right things, whatever. I was smart as hell and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? When I was in college, I had a 3.2 GPA, G. You know what I'm saying? Facts of life. Smart. I'm super smart, bro. I don't know. They say I'm hard-headed, you know what I mean? They say I'm hard-headed or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? But one thing about me, I'm sharp and I'm focused. When I focus on something, unmatched, should be unmatched and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tap into on a different level and shit on everything. I look at high quality, everything. Everything got to be high quality, nice, luxury, all that. That's my lineup. That's just how I am. But growing up, that's what it was. I was looking up to the wrong shit until I understood, like, that ain't right. Because at the end of the day, you teaching your kids the same thing? Nah, not in this day and age, because where they going? Jail, or they going to get killed. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's but so much a motherfucker could take from you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so, like, at the same time, this day and age now, the grimy dude is looking that like, you know what I mean? The grimy dude look that crazy now, you feel what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, that was normal. It was normal to see, like, it was before guns. People wasn't even running around with guns for real. People, you would get stabbed quicker out here than you get shot back in the day. It's still, people was getting shot and shit, but they was getting robbed at knife point for jackets. You know what I mean? Shit like that or whatever. Like, it was shit like that going on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, make Buffalo into just the worst city and nothing like that or whatever, but it's just, you know, if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. I'm gonna say that. You feel what I'm saying? I would say that shit a million times. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. Buffalo, New York is some shit that you really gotta go through. You really gotta survive it, because at the end of the day, a lot of this shit is monkey see, monkey do out here. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of this shit be a lot of motherfuckers out here following. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these motherfuckers out here don't have their own mindset. You feel what I'm saying? So they don't know how to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? They like everything else what somebody else wearing. I like how he wore that. Yeah. So I'm gonna wear it. Me, I can't get caught in the Walmart shoes. You heard? I don't care how nice they look. I know what they is. They not them. You heard? Like, point blank period. Yeah, you can go get you some little New Balances. Those is name brand. You can go get you some Sauconys. They a cheaper name brand. You feel what I'm saying? Asics. Back in the day, those was buddies, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Those wasn't good shoes. Like, I don't care what nobody say. They lit now, but
same thing for Saucony though.
Yeah.
Like
Deodoras.
When I was in the military, like literally, like we were looking at these sneakers and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is a Saucony? What the fuck?
Saucony.
Yeah, but I'm like, what the fuck is a Brooks? What the fuck are fucking Asics?
Right.
I'm like, I gotta wear these. I can't wear Nikes as running shoes.
Right.
And they're like, nah. I'm like,
but them joints turned into what they turned into.
That was in 2008, bro.
You can wear Sauconys and Asics right now, and you good.
Ooh.
You good.
But now, where you look
Back in the day, you getting broke on for that. Back in the day, if I went to school, like I ain't gonna front. Like, I'm not even gonna say it like that because honestly, back in the day, you could wear Sauconys, you could wear New Balances or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But that just couldn't been your only shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them couldn't have been your only shit that you walking out wearing and you know what I mean? Nah.
It has to,
they breaking on you.
Yeah.
You got these, man, stop playing, man.
You gotta have different pairs of sneakers.
Yeah, you got the pennies, you got the foams, you got the Barclays, you got J's running around, you know what I mean? Shit like that. You got the Deion Sanders, you know what I mean? All that or whatever. You got the Griffeys. Man, what? But you got these walking shoes on, man.
But
like,
they didn't look like they did that.
Right. Like that's another thing.
Now they look totally different. Like when I had a pair
put a
of
little swag on them.
And I'd be like, yo, these shits is ugly. Like
right.
You be running, you're like, bro, everybody's shoes is ugly right now. But then now it's like, yo, those shits that color wave are fire. I'm looking at them differently and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
They didn't look like that before.
Way of life is different out here now.
Yeah.
The way of life is it's better.
Like styles of them now. It's not just one.
Not even just the shoe. Just everything in life now is just better for all kids now. You feel what I'm saying? So like back in the day, we did shit out of boredom, honestly. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of shit we did was because we was bored and shit like that. I'm telling you, you walk outside right now, it's you walk on these little inner blocks or whatever, this and the third. You don't see a kid playing basketball, football on the street no more, hide and seek, none of that no more. Like, where these little boys at? Where these little, you know what I mean? Where the kids at? Where the kids at? They in the house. They in the house glued to a computer. You know what I'm saying? What they call it? Trading. They trading cash and shit like that. I came home, my little cousin was like, man, I'm trying to, he said, I'm trading francs for cash, for regular money. I said, what you doing? He said, man, I'm changing my American cash into francs or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy francs or whatever and I'm gonna trade it to other countries. I said, that's what you doing? You could be outside playing football, you heard? I'm like, whatever you doing, do it, you feel me? But at the same time, it's a lot of more scammers, just like that. Like now, drugs, like selling drugs is like frowned upon now because you got motherfuckers that's doing scams or whatever. They skimming, they doing their little ones and twos or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna front, the scammer might run up a quicker bag than the drug dealer, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it just look crazy, you know what I mean? Like, so that's just frowned upon nowadays or whatever. Like now that I'm kind of like coming into this and really looking at it, like it kind of, you feel what I'm saying? Kind of, sort of, or whatever. So it's like, you got kids that's out here doing that. You feel what I'm saying? They not running around in the street no more playing football. Kids not being kids no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's like,
they running up, kids make millions of dollars off of fucking GameStop.
Man, off of streaming. This shit we doing right now, Kai Cenat. He a gamer. A top streamer. He make more money than LeBron. Feel me? So it's like I don't all the way knock it, but still I just feel as though that still gotta be a kid. Kids gotta be kids, you know what I'm saying? Have a childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like point blank period, good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some type of structure. It gotta come from something. You know what I'm saying? So, but like it's just like it's a different world, it's a better place now, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's more easy going, it's more passive than it was. I grew up in a more aggressive, you had to be tough. I grew up on an uptown east side area of Buffalo, New York, you heard? You ain't walking to school over there if you don't got these, you heard? If you can't swing or grab somebody and slam a person or something, or at least defend yourself, you heard? You not walking and playing over there because they gonna keep on pulling up on you until you can fight. You know what I'm saying? Some people learned like that. That's how certain people learned in that area where I grew up at, how to fight, how to defend themselves, because people was forcing them to by force. I am forced to learn this. I'm forced to fight this person. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, my household, that's what it was. You had to fight because you ain't going home until you fought him. You heard? Like, you can't come in here unless you fought this dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't coming in here.
Your parents is like, why are you inside? I don't want to go outside. Why don't you want to go outside?
Right. You scared of something?
And
you scared to go outside?
Your mom come inside.
Get out, go ahead.
Like, Oh, he don't want to fight somebody. Like, what? Nah, go outside. Y'all better go handle that. And you like, fuck.
Man, but that's how it was. I grew up with my father. You feel what I'm saying? My father raised me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a household with a father. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was automatic. I grew up boxing. You feel what I'm saying? I grew up playing football, basketball, and stuff like that. I grew up learning and watching a man. You feel what I'm saying? I never watched a female and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like me personally, I got a lot of cousins or whatever, and that's what's going on with them or whatever. So they pick up dumb tendencies from the mother. You know what I'm saying? So you ever see overly emotional men, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that where that come from. You feel what I'm saying? That come from them, you know, being courted and being, you know what I mean, by their mom a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally, I grew up on the masculine side. So it's like I don't really got too much emotion. I really don't care about half this shit. I know how to be calm and keep calm and think out shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a good chess player. You feel what I'm saying? With me, I play chess with everything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm so good at the game. I know how to play it in life. You feel what I'm saying? Point period. So that's why I'm never too worried about nothing. I'm always calm. Anybody tell you like, yo, that dude swift. Balls are still. You feel what I'm saying? For real. I'm never in panic. You know what I'm saying? I'm never in the panic mode to the point it's like, shit, like it's over. You know? I'm always on to the point it's like, man, I ain't gonna front. It'll get better. If it get bad, it's gonna get better. I work it through. You know what I'm saying? I got that from being with my father. I mean, like with my father, you know, he kind of struggled, but at the same time, he did his best or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got the ability to know how to not have it and survive through it, and to have it and keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they start up here. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get down here, you panic. Once you get down here, it's over for you. It's no way you can muster yourself back up. Me, I come from here, come from the bottom. So I shot up crazy. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, good. I live in a house where I got high ceilings and shit right now to this day. I live like a real rapper, and I'm like, for real, I'm not signed to no labels. I don't have nothing. Everything out my pocket. Everything that I got going on is out my pocket. I got a barbershop with my cousin. Shout out Buffalo Beauty Club, 2359 Bailey Avenue or whatever.
Congratulations on getting your barber license.
Appreciate you. You know, I got that going on or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what was I saying? What I said before that? Before I shout out Buffalo Beauty Club? What I said before that, man. I do that sometimes.
Damn. I'm high, so you.
Yeah, me too a little bit. You heard? But you know, my last days, you know, you gotta live it up. But
you seen that beauty club thing because you had the drinks.
Yeah.
You know, this shit looks like a lie.
Every Saturday you get a free mimosa. You heard? Every Saturday y'all come and get a cup. You know, the ladies. You know, like y'all come get a free mimosa and all that or whatever, you know. Drink in style, you know, get styled in style, you know, and relax.
Saying like
time.
the things that the businesses you own.
Oh yeah, I got a clothing line too, you know. I got like everything that I do, man, that shit come out my pocket, man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I live a good life right now, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like I'm able to like where I'm talking about, I've been busting cars and switching cars and shit since I was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? Since I was young. You feel what I'm saying? Young. For real. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I live a good life, but it's like the life, how I got it, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all drugs. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Street shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hustling and doing my little 1 and 2s or whatever. It's a different world now. You feel what I'm saying? I don't got to do that. I'm fortunate enough to go in there and have to come home and don't have to do that again.
Yeah.
Because I plant the seeds enough so I don't have to do that again. I don't have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? I got a degree to the point that I can go and work at a top firm as a financial advisor, my bad or whatever. But, you know, I could be an accountant, anything. You feel what I'm saying? Point blank period, I got degrees or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we change the trajectory or whatever. You know what I mean? Just because we come from the bottom, I don't mean we can't get to the top. But being the fact that I come from the bottom and I get to the top and I lose, I might not never hit rock bottom because I know how to get to the top and keep it. That's the thing. That's the difference. That's the jewel. You gotta know how to climb and maintain. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all it is. It's climb and maintain, climb and maintain, climb and maintain until you get to the top. And when you get to the top, you gotta stay there. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. man, you know, that shit is hard as shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to just stay at one level. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. No, like for real. They say it's lonely at the top. No, the fuck it ain't.
How did you and City Boy meet?
City Boys is all right. So City Boy, right? City Boy, that's my brother. Shout out to my boy City Boy and shit like that. I mean, Uptown East Side and shit like that. Montana boy, right? I'm from Langan Bailey though. They from around the corner from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So if you from the East Side, if you from Buffalo anyway, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gon' 9 times out of 10, we all know each other. We know somebody that knows somebody or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know you, I know somebody that know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, growing up or whatever, you see them. They the older group or whatever, you know what I'm saying? A little older than us. City Boy got me by probably 6-7 years. He ain't that older than me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, Benny and them or whatever. My cousin Dawu, he from Montana or whatever. RP Dawu or whatever. Dawu got killed some years back or whatever. So, you know, I used to always see these boys and shit like that. I used to see Benny, City Boy and them and shit like that or whatever. So fast forward back to like what 2014, 15, they had a spot on Parkside or Park Ridge, whatever it is, where Delaware Park, where the zoo at, they had a studio over there.
Yeah.
Had a studio over there, whatever. So, you know, I just started seeing this BSF shit all around and shit everywhere and shit like that. This motherfucking BSF merch and shit everywhere and shit like that. Boom, boom. So, you know, I know that's Benny and them, City Boy and shit like that or whatever. So I mean, pull up on City Boy like, yo, I ain't gonna front. You should start doing embroidery and this and the third and shit, telling them shit like that or whatever when I was younger. He used to be like, okay, this and the third. Then another thing, like my cousin Twine or whatever, shout out 22, whatever. He used to live on Roslyn. Or yeah, on Roslyn or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? So like City Boy, I know his brother and all that. I know A5, RP A5, man, on some G shit. Like I know City Boy since we was kids and shit like that for real. Like I mean, you know, shit, that's my brother. You know what I mean? That's my man, shit like that. I mean, he helped me out on a lot of shit that I did or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Like and shit, I ain't gonna front. That's my man. So he did a lot for me though, for real. I mean, he helped me with a lot of shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just being in the Uptown East Side area and shit like that, you gonna know niggas. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see niggas, whatever you know what I'm saying, around and shit like that, no matter if you really dealing with them or not. You gonna see them, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you outside. When we come in the area, you had to be outside. It wasn't no social media.
Yeah.
You had to be outside. So me being outside, he was outside. I'm seeing City Boy. You know what I'm saying? You know City Boy. You see him running around and shit like that, doing whatever he doing and shit like that. So that's how I know him and shit like that and shit. And you know, lately he just been helping me out with my music, like with my merch and stuff like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that or whatever, you know. If he a place or whatever, he'd be like, yo, pull up, shit, I'm here, shit like that. I mean, that's the brother, you know what I mean, as he should, shit. I'm doing the same thing for him, shit. I mean, you know, but that's how I know City Boy and shit.
Word. And the music, speaking on the music, is that you gonna be your main focus while you going?
Hell yeah. That's my piece. Like honestly, that's the shit that keep me calm. You feel me? Like I don't know, like I grew up in the music inclined house. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing that made the day go by easier and slicker. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand, we didn't have all this shit that we got now. So only thing that we had was music, to listen to music, because it's fucking silence in there and it's driving me crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, music calms my soul. You feel what I'm saying? That's my piece, bro. Me doing music and creating things around music, that's even more to it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm creative. I got movies and stuff that I wrote, books and shit like that or whatever. So it's like all that, it's all in all. All it is expression. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, definitely, you feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be creating. I'm not gonna say just music though. I mean, because I got shit I feel as though I'm a better director than I am a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? I'm nice, don't get me wrong. I'm fire, you feel what I'm saying? But I feel as though I'm a better director and screenwriter than I am a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though I am. I know I am. Because telling you, the shit that I write, it's just real, you know? Real shit, realism, whatever, you feel what I'm saying? I could write a story about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, espionage, like even espionage shit, you'll think I was there. the way I wrote it. You be like, yo, how you just, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't wait till y'all really watch this shit and really see what I got in store and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel crazy that I have to leave and have to, reintroduce myself or reinduct myself back into the community, but it should be more easy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I already know. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I mean, if I'm not the top representative of Buffalo, shit, man, I'm gonna be one of the biggest. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, for real. I ain't gonna front, man. I'm gonna drop this shit tonight, you heard? Real quick. I'm going in tomorrow, you heard? I'm gonna drop this shit tonight, you heard? And I promise you, y'all boys gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna bless y'all with something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make y'all proud, you know? At the same time, you know, I feel as though I was rushed. I had to rush to do all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may be a little sloppy, but, you know, this is my first project. I'm going to put it out on my dolo, my own dollar. Everything I do anyways be on my own dollar anyway, but, you know, at the same time, shit, you know, I got this coming out or whatever. Like, this how you know I'm going to drop it and it's on my own dollar and it's just out of the blue and it's rushed because I'm not even solid on a name yet. I want to call it Be Right Back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna call it like either the mixtape gonna be called Be Right Back or I Left This Plan For Y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Either or. I mean, either one of them. Either I Left This Plan For Y'all or Be Right Back or maybe both. You heard? But you know, I got the mixtape going on. We got Buffalo Beauty Club on Bailey Avenue, 2359 Bailey, whatever. Go and get your hair cut. Go in there, style it. We got stylists, we got dreaders, we got braiders. We got my sister, shout out the best lash technician in the town, whatever top technician in the town, whatever. She do esthetician work, she do facials, and she do waxes, you know? Plain blank period. Buffalo Beauty Club. I'm telling you, we going up. We got the best barbers. I'm one of them. Best barbers, best hairstylists, best lash tech, best everything in there. And it's look immaculate in that motherfucker. You heard? I'm telling you, Get Money Live Forever. That gear is coming soon. We won't halt y'all on that. Whatever, we gonna keep y'all fresh, bro. I ain't gonna front. I promise you. I'm gonna keep. Man, you know, I just gotta tap in with my vendors and everything that I got going on, so that could go on or whatever. What else I got going on? Yeah, like about it, or whatever. You know what I mean, be looking out for these little movies and little clips or whatever that I got coming too, or whatever. I'm a screenwriter, so I'm gonna write shit like that or whatever. I got a documentary that I'm doing too on myself, on my life, whatever. This kind of like was a little startup for that. So I'm gonna have that come in, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Books and shit too. You know, we outside, man. That ass, man. I appreciate you being here.
You, bro.
You allowing me to tell my story and shit like that. I mean, I had to get that out of there because, I mean, like, it's still people that was like, yo, what the fuck happened? You feel what I'm saying? That really don't know. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I didn't want to make the whole interview about that, but, you know, it is what it is. I know, you know what I mean? We got shit to do, you know?
Bro. Make sure y'all go tap in. Make sure you go like, subscribe, do all that cool shit. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
It's the way